Hey world, it's Rashad coming at you as always, encouraging you to pursue your passion and live your dream. Listen, I'm still angry, I'm still frustrated, I'm still hurt, but I had to put myself in a better place mentally and emotionally in order to move forward and in order to work on solutions. We can talk about what's wrong all day long, but it's time to make things better, so it's time to work on a solution. I want to first talk to my people that are tearing up the hood and are destroying your own communities. Come on, people, let's be more strategic. Please don't do that. Now, I'm not condemning you by any way. I'm not pointing fingers to you wrong, you shouldn't be doing this. No, I'm not condemning you by any reason. I understand you're angry and you're hurt too. I just try to be a little more strategic, okay? Let's figure out something different that's actually gonna make a difference. Now, for those of you that are condemning the protest altogether, I want you to understand that protest is the American way. First, let's talk about that. Now, when Kaepernick was kneeling peacefully, you had a problem with that. When people chanting Black Lives Matter or walking through the streets yelling Black Lives Matter, doing it peacefully, you had a problem with that. Now you're saying, well, you need to protest peacefully and you shouldn't be tearing up stuff. Now, so is it the method or is it the protest in general that you have an issue with? Really ask yourself, because protest is the American way. There's the event I remember reading about called the Boston Tea Party, where people were destroying property, and we didn't villainize them. They're looked at as heroes in our history book because they stood up to what was wrong. And they used means of destroying property, other people's property, but did we villainize them, or are they heroes in our history book? For all of my Christian friends, there's this man in the Bible named Jesus. And one time, Jesus got upset, and Jesus went into the temple, and Jesus was in a rage, and he started turning over tables, and he was angry, and I'm sure he probably broke something with turning over tables that had merchandise and things on them, but did we villainize him, or did you say, no, we understood his why, we understood his reasoning, we understood his anger? See, it's time to focus on the why, because black people have been killed over and over and over, and we've been murdered over and over and over and over again, and there has been no real justice for it. That's why we're upset. That's why we're angry. Now, before you continue to villainize us, let me point this out to you. A few years ago, the Philadelphia Eagles won a Super Bowl. Not just the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. I can think of times where a World Series was won or lost, where college games, where big games were won or lost. It's a time when Joe Paterno was fired from Penn State, and the actions that followed were people turning, in all scenarios, people turning over cars, setting things on fire, breaking property, busting windows. Were they criminals and thugs, or were they just people that just were excited and got a little out of hand and went a little bit too far over a game? Yet we're protesting over the murder of a human, and you villainize black people. And let's be very clear, it's not just all black people. You look at the crowds, they're very diverse. There are black people, Asian people, white people, doing everything, peaceful protesting as well as breaking stuff and tearing up stuff. There are all races that are out there unified, doing the same thing, but why is it that the black people are being villainized? Now, I want to open this up for dialogue, because it seems that America can be very hypocritical and have a very short memory. If you really want to talk about solutions, if you really want to understand how we feel as a community, let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Hit me up in my DMs, comment under this. Let's talk. But stop villainizing certain people and giving passes to other people. I love you.